Hello. And I knew it. I'm stifling a yawn. What a surprise. Well, what a day. What a day. At some point, we always have to sort of reassess everything. And I've been like reassessing everything there. And then I get an email through with about a gazillion and one PDFs that I've got to fill in, download and fill in. And I mean, I'm not kidding, there are lots. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because finally I've reached the top of the list for the assessment for autism, ASD. It's only been about 2 and three quarter years. A long wait. And I had to go and speak to the doctor as well, because I thought he'd put them both on for ASD and ADHD, but apparently no, he'd only done one. So I've got an appointment, oh dear, with him to put in a referral for that as well, and hopefully then they can do them together. The person I did speak to at the place said they'll sort something out. So either they'd work it out, or I'd get another referral in from the doctors. So I've got to sort that out. And these forms, oh my god. I mean, the forms alone are just sort of putting the sensory, you know, putting the bejesus into me. Oh god, I hate form filling. Oh well. Sending my anxiety a little bit, to be honest, because A, I have to think, and B, I have to try and remember things, and C, things that happened so far long ago when I was a kid. I only remember certain things because a lot of it was a bit crap, a bit pants, so I've forgotten lots of things, and of course other things that go alongside of it. Oh well, we shall do our best. Yeah, so I had that, and then I was oh dear, yeah, I've been trying to, I kept getting texts from one of my credit card people. Kept telling me that I was over my limit, and that I had to pay the over limit fee, otherwise I'd have to pay a £12 fee, you know, £12 over charge fee, over limit fee. Hold on a minute, I looked at my account, and my account said no, I was already under the doodah thing. So I thought, where's this come from? I've paid, you know, what they asked me to pay, and I paid a little bit more, you know, to round it up, sort of thing. And I thought, this is a bit odd, and so I messaged, you know, did their chat thing, and oh my god, what they were telling me, because I'd also had a charge for cash withdrawal, and I thought, well, I haven't made any cash withdrawals. I think my account must have been compromised, you know, breached or whatever. And so they so I'm really going into it, aren't I? Straight in, bump, no time to sit down, have a drink, get a cup of tea, coffee, bump. It's because it's on my mind, and if I don't say it, I won't, it won't, you know, we'll just resort to a video of just one L, yeah, and it won't be as good. And well, this is me, innit? And so anyway, so I was messaging them. The person told me that the cash advance was because I had paid for some things via Klarna, because I know I had, and I did the payments for them, for that credit card. Apparently they spouted out a long list of all the things that if you pay using your credit card for those items, they will be deemed as a cash withdrawal. Things like buying on the lottery, you know, getting a lottery ticket, Klarna, other financial institutions. And I kept thinking, God, it'd be good if they bloody told us this. Say, like on Klarna, you know, when you get to come to pay and it says you're paying and, you know, do you want to go ahead with this? They could have just done a little thing saying your credit card issuer, if paying by credit card, your issuer might charge an extra fee. And then you could then think, oh, no, I don't want to do that. But now I've got a couple of payments on which are small like payments, but they're typed as a cash payment. Sorry, sidetracking because I got an email. In regards to ADHD assessment, our clinicians can screen this during the assessment and internally refer you and backdate your referral if they do decide to refer you internally. This will be backdated to your original date of your autism assessment as opposed to a new referral for you. In English? My head can't work that out. I'm too tired. I mean, that probably makes sense to lots of people, but to me, I'm there going, Why don't they just say, don't worry, we got you covered? But no. I'll suss it out when I'm a little bit more awake, I suppose. Yeah, so, where was I? Oh, yeah, so Aqua and, what were they doing? What was I saying? And I got sidetracked with that. Oh, God. Here we go again. Yeah, I remember, I think, yeah, Klarna could say, turn around and say, you know, issue, you know, go check with your payment, you know, card provider to see if you're not going to be charged anything extra, so to speak. You know, worded it all, you know, whatever, but no. I mean, there's lots of things that apparently it doesn't. I don't know. But, oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. But of course, when you're paying that back, that gets charged at a different APR rate. And that charge, they say it gets charged first, but it doesn't. It gets charged last. So then what they do is then you've got it, you know, they're taking more. They're adding more money onto your account for the interest, but they're taking off less. And so it lasts longer at the higher rate. Devious little baskets is all I can say. Absolutely. But anyway, it got me thinking back to my finances, and I really do need to sort them out. It seems to be that a certain time of year, you know, it's like spring clean, you know. Well, I know we're in summer, as I think they call it, or we're about to join summer. But it's like, you know, you just sort of think, oh, God. So I've got to sort it out. So I worked out all my finances, and I went, oh, shoot. All what I owe. Can't believe it. A couple of years ago, it was half that. And now it's a lot more. So I will not be able to buy any more diamond paintings until I've used these ones up. I've made the hard decision. I might, if I really need to, not need to, but really am desperate, then I will get one, possibly two, but no more. No more. And hopefully not even that, because I've got to pay these off. And it's all bloody credit cards. I mean, 5 of them, yeah, 5 of them were old credit cards, and I've got them on a payment plan. Why just pay them £10 a month? Yeah, it's going to take me forever, but, you know, some months I can give them a little bit more and some, you know, and then that's it. But the others and things like the catalogue, my God, the catalogue is the worst one. I really want to do away with the catalogue. So, I mean, there's a couple, the catalogue and a couple of credit cards that I want to cancel and just pay them off. I don't mind having some of the others because they are actually quite low, the payments, and they're also, you know, quite handy to have. But, you know, I'm just thinking, yeah, I've got to deal with it. So I've got to get back on track with my budgeting again. How I did it before, I mean, I've got another channel and it was I've had it ages, and it's Carpe Diem does budgeting, and you know, keep it in the same thread of things. And then and I used to do lots of things on there, but that was when I was working and doing Etsy, and I was getting a fairly good income with Etsy. But now I don't do Etsy, and I don't have that extra money coming in, so of course that's why the bills were halved, you know, and they were going down quicker. But now, nope. Yeah, so it's oh dear. So I've got to get back and doing some of my budgeting. I've got all the binders and everything else. Stuff. I've just got to crack on, and I made my own you know, budgeting sort of things. And I used to have a diary, and in that diary, I mean, I used it for a couple of years. You know, you would have thought, you know, diary used once, and yes, the dates were a little bit wrong. Well, the days of the week were a little bit wrong in comparison to the, you know, in relation to the dates, but it still worked for my purpose, because I'd get post-it notes, and on the day that money was due out, I'd put in it who it was to, individual post-it notes for each company. And then once I'd paid them, I'd remove the post note and put it in the next month's for one. And it went on like that. And so I knew what I'd paid and which I hadn't. You know, and I could write on the back of those post-it notes if I wanted. You know, I could write January, February, March, April, May, whatever, June, and then have how much I paid, just so I've got it, you know, as a record. And that worked pretty well, actually. Same kind of format I used to use for when I had my shop and I was sorting out my diary for classes. I wouldn't fill up the diary with loads of classes, you know, on a piece of paper. I used to put them onto the post-it notes, you know, with how many places, and then the names of the people who'd done. And then deposit. D was deposit. Otherwise, I'd have the name scratched out, as in paid in full or whatever. Yeah. I'm seriously going to have to sort this out. And I might even have to sell off my coins that are worth a little bit. I mean, some aren't worth much, but some I've got worth 15 quid each. They're the 2 offside rule ones. Well, I might just sell one of them. But I've got to start putting it towards my debts. A while back, I got hold of this... I had to download it to my laptop. A budget snowball avalanche reduction thingamajig, and in it you input, you know, your debts, and then you input the APRs. So I've just been through all my ones, looking at the APRs, and I went, oh my God, that catalogue one is terrible. and it peeves me off when they they know they're so steep and they just keep upping your limit, even though you've got it. Please don't up my limit. They still try. And of course you think, oh, okay, oh look, book you away, and I've got one more. And it's still try. And it's like, oh God, why did I say yes? Because my willpower at that point is crap. So of course that goes up, and then you think, oh, I've got higher amounts, so I can get that big item, build item thing. And then you realise, hold on a minute, that's costing me basically double near enough once you've added all the interest on. And of course they all have minimum things. And another thing that peeves me off about catalogues and now even credit cards is that, more so catalogues though, they want payment every 4 weeks, which is a pain, because that means the payday just keeps rotating, and that's how they get you. You forget where you are on it. If it's every month, you know that on such and such a day every month that needs to be paid, and there's no problem. But no, when they shove things onto 4 weekly, they know you're going to have an issue with that, because it's going to be forever changing. And so they can get more money out of you that way. And they do it on purpose. I'm pretty darn certain of it. They know that that is a little money earner for them, an extra one. And you just sort of think, they're already getting a lot of money out of you, because they already charge over the top for their items. And I think there should be some governmental thing to stop them doing that. Because that is just not on. It's not cricket, as they say. Right, I think I've done those. Oh dear, Phil's come back. Oh, I've been having to I didn't get up till about 12:30 today, so I was absolutely tired, and I'm still tired now. And what did I do? And so I missed breakfast, and I had Aviva, the diet people, messaging me, texting me saying, look your breakfast, take a photo of it or whatever. And I'm thinking, God, if I'm going to have this every freaking day for the next 4 months, I'm going to be twitching like, Dreyfus out of Inspector Clouseau. Because, it's going to drive me spare. So I've got that to think about. I've got the flipping ASD and the other thing to think about. And I'm just like, as well as life, as well as my bills, as well as everything else. And I'm going to go, I can feel my head going, starting to think of that, having the blue screen on my face, and the does not compute, computer say no, computer say no. I can feel it coming. It's just too much for me to think about. I've got about 4 weeks to do the autism one. Okay. And it's probably going to take me that long, starting now, to fill in the bloody forms. There's that many of them. Perhaps that's why they give you 4 weeks. Ah, God. Then I've got to fit in all the appointments. And I can't remember when they were. I don't know when my next dentist appointment is, so I'm going to have to phone them up. And that's going to be another job number. And I just sort of think, oh, God, I could do with a personal assistant, It's time to wake up. Don't worry, you've got nothing planned for today. I've sorted this, that and the other out. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Oh, God, I could cope with that. Well, in one way, I could cope with it. In another way, it'd be like, I want to be in control. I want to be in control. Oh, there's another bloody queue. I've done all C's. She says She thinks she's done all the C's. Guaranteed I haven't. Where did I see that cue there? Oh, upside down. What a... Now, where's it gone? There we go. All right. Have I got all the C's? No, do you know what? Blow it. I can always... Which one am I going to go for now? I mean, as it is, I'm finding all ones which I've already done before, like the U-turn. And there was I think the A's. Oh no, I haven't done the A's yet. If I have, there's 2 A's left. Oh no, I haven't done the A's. And there was another couple I saw, V's. Yeah, oh well. Right, let's do the zeros. Oh, this is an AB. Fuck, I forgot about all these ABs. I should have done these first. Lovely though. Look at that shine on that. Aren't they beautiful? Absolutely. I love this one. I think this one's the nicest of the lot. Oh, I wonder when my drills are going to come from AliExpress from Evermoment. Don't know what letter that one is. P, I think. I'm going to have to get my head down, right down to it. Have I got any more of these? Yes. Any more? No. Yes, over there. I saw another one over here. Now, where did it go? There. Right, I think that is it. And that is definitely a P. That's another one that's gone. Right, now I know the Omega sign is another AB. These are lovely as well. Definitely like gems, like jewels. You know, the rings that you get when you were a kid. These remind me of sort of like the things that you'd have had. These would have been in. Any more elsewhere? Oh, yeah, up there. Just when I thought there wasn't. Oh, look, there's another C. Knew it. Right, are there any more? Now, I need that purple one. Are there any of those purple ones? Oh, there's quite a few P's. Nope, no purple ones. Right, so let's start at the top. No, I'm going to do those O's. Dots. I don't like it when they start getting scattered and few and far between. I think I'll do those squares next. Yes, so I seriously must get back into sorting out my bills and paying things. At the end of the day, you can only do what you can do. It used to really freak me out, and I used to be really worried about it when I was younger, but now I'm older and I just think, well, I've got it. If I haven't, I haven't. And as for the credit references and all that kind of stuff, to be honest, it pays me better when I don't have any credit reference, you know, status. Because then I'm not offered and tempted by all these offers of get a credit card. Oh, they've said yes. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I've got money now, I can spend it. No. It's ridiculous money. It's Midas gold money. Yeah. And, you know, and it doesn't bother me having, you know, no credit for 6 years. That's actually quite handy, to be honest. At the end of the day, you know, how really important is it? It's not really. Just is what it is. How about, oh no, there's one. Gosh, when I look at this painting, I keep thinking, my God, there's so much. And I've only done a little bit of it. Oh my God. And this is what I mean by the big paintings. They can really throw you. Oh, yeah. Squares and then peas, I think. Oh, well, I found a pea first, so let's do the peas first. Because I don't think I had done them before. I keep toying up between going for the car, you know, the mobility car. But then I'm thinking, but I could do more craft fairs if I had that. But then at the same point, which then means I get a bit more money in, but then, you know, there's the payback to that, as in, A, it costs, but not only that is, if I do more craft fairs, that's what burnt me out the time before, and I was just, you know, full on whack mode. But yeah, so I will just not get that. I can't afford it just at present anyway. Oh dear. Oh, goody aunt. A. Where are the A's? There's the A. I'm trying to think what I can... Oh, look, there's another blooming Q. What on earth is going on? Are they popping out? I swear they're popping out. Oh, dear. Right, back to the A's. Back to the A's. The A's have it. The A's have it. A. Ah, that's an A. Oh. I really didn't feel like getting up today and doing anything, to be honest. I'm on that one where I just don't fancy doing anything. To be honest, not even diamond painting. But I know that doing the diamond painting, I will start feeling a little bit better. But at the same point, it's like, oh God. W. I still haven't got around to the squares. W or square. Let's give myself 2 options, so whichever one I find. And look, guess what I see first off? I see a V. Where is it? V. U, there, V. And I think there was one more V, wasn't there? One more V. Maybe not. Maybe not. The second I put this lid on, I'm going to see it, aren't I? No. Right, so we are squares and what was it? Squares and doodahs. Plays. I've seen the plays, and look, the squares are right next door to the plays. Right, so get these the right way round. Yeah. Work out my money. Oh, don't you start. Ah. Where are you, more plays? There must be some more down here. There is. I just... What else? What else? Where else? Definitely done ends before. I can see quite a few ends. Oh, well. We're now onto the squares. Yay! Don't want that one. Bit of a trashy drill. I have to say the internet's starting to really irritate me. There used to be quite a few good stuff on, you know, and stuff. And it was, you know, there was none of this fake stuff. Or there was fake stuff, but it was so far and few between. And it was so obvious it was fake. But now, there's just tons of it. It seems to be all fake stuff. And it's like, oh, I want some of the real stuff back again. And bad reporting as well, like on some things. You know, it's like fact check. And the way our people say things, and it's like, I'm there going, it's not that, it's this. That's how you pronounce it, and stuff. And you just sort of think, oh. And then you can spot the AI a mile off because you have that same near enough voice that does it, and it's very slow and, you know, paced, you know, kind of thing. And then also the pronunciations, and then the wording, you know, it's supposed to be English, but they miss up words and they don't put half the words that you need to put in, you know, to make any sense of it. And you just get so frustrated. It's like, I'm there going, this is seriously playing havoc. Because it's like, for me, it's like I'm certain I have OCD, and it's you know, OCD in that sense. Pick up on the grammar. The grammar isn't right. I can't leave it alone. It just sits there and bugs me and bugs me and bugs me. And I hate it. And I've had to resort to, what's the word? You know, clicking the 3 dots and saying, you know, I don't want to see any more from this channel, because it's I can't deal with it. It's too painful. No matter, you know, even if it's a good channel that, you know, that I like the pictures to and things like that, you know, like one of my Shazan and Wang Yibo ones, but I can't deal with it. What, my baby? Oh, I think she's coming across. You might see a bottom. She's doing a Duncan. Here we go. Here you go, Kristen. What, darling? What? Hey, over here. Over here. There we go. That's part of her. What, my sweet? She doesn't usually come up on the table. Don't you go to attack me. Hey? And she's gone. Gee. There you go, Duncan. That's my cat, Desi. She's a tart. She'll eat you for breakfast. Yeah. I think I'm going to have to go back to watching some K-dramas because they are hysterical. Yeah. Finish this off and then... Yeah, I'm trying to think. So I've kitted down a few recently, haven't I? Oh, look, I found some more music notes. Quite. Oh, nearly missed it. There we go. Yeah. Oh, God. Hate that when you flick the thing and it goes flying. Oh, there it is. Thank God for that. Right. Wise. The wise have it. A lovely, soft, shiny, sparkly pink, isn't it? Oh, where'd that fly out to? I heard it. No. Maybe it didn't. Maybe it's just my imagination. I'll find it later. Yeah, glad to see my, perhaps I shouldn't speak too soon, my pen's on good stick mode, you know, it's broken in nicely now. Oh, that's a Z. Getting stuck behind. There we go. Sorted. I think I'm going to have for dinner tonight. What have I got? Oh, baked potato, I think. Cheese and coleslaw. And what else can I have with it? Oh, I've got some more of those chicken drumsticks. I can have those. Yeah. Why? Is it why? Oh, little K. That must have fallen out. That was the one that I spotted. Oh, dear. Because there was a little crease down here. Oh, well. Wise, wise. Right, we're going to X, W, Z. We're going to have all those. X, W, Z. X, W, Z. So the first one to pick is W. W, 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 Well, it was quite sunny this morning and warm out there this morning. I came downstairs briefly just to open the window and let the cat out before going back up to my bed. And now we've had some rain. And it's a bit, ugh. Temperature's definitely dropped. God, yesterday I thought I was going to have to put the heating back on. Blimey. But I didn't. God, how we survived when we were younger. When I was a kid, I lived in a house and we didn't have central heating. Well, hardly anybody did back then. We all had these boiler things, which back boilers, which were warmed by the heated by the fires. Well, we didn't have any radiators in our house. It was just the fire when that was on. And so it was really cold going into the bathroom to have your bath, because even though it was behind the sort of to the side of the fireplace, because it's downstairs, it was, no, that's one BW, it was still pretty bloody cold. And the water, of course, you only had enough for one sort of like bath, so we all fought over that. Yeah, and then going upstairs, we had one of those latch doors, farmhouse-like doors, and we had to latch up, and then every time we opened it to go upstairs, you felt the draft come down, and it was like, oh God. I mean, Mum got it right, didn't she? She was downstairs in the back room. Yeah, she was nice and toasty down there. It was us lot upstairs, freaking freezing. Wake up and there'd be ice on the inside of the windows, and you scrape it off, and you could blow your air out, go, and you'll just see the window would instantly sort of near enough ice up. And now look, can't survive one night where we have to put a jumper on. Oh my God, reach for a jumper, it's too much. Way too much. Heck. Oh, I've done it. Now Zed's. Chilblains. Nobody knows what chilblains are nowadays, I don't think. God, I remember chilblains. Oh, the pain, the throbbing. Sad. Ah, yes, the good old days. And you'd have to race upstairs with a hot water bottle. And then you'd be upstairs, you put the hot water bottle in, and then you come back down, give it a chance to warm up. There's nothing worse than cold sheets. Oh my God. And then you'd race upstairs. And we'd, hug onto the hot water bottle. And your feet were really cold. And so every now and then you just throw the hot water bottle to the bottom end of the bed where your feet were. You'd give them, a few minutes to heat up and warm up, and then you'd have it back and you're hugging it and you're going, whoa, all the time. And then the moths would attack and swarm, because moths did back then, and moths were big blighters. They were massive. And they just dive bomb you. So a lot of time I spent underneath the covers with the torch, my little torch. And the batteries that torches and things used to have, massive big buggers. These, I think they were, the big chunky round ones. And, before any of this lithium stuff came along, and the thin ones and phone batteries, well, it was before phones. And then you'd have the 9-volt ones. But then you also had the big, like that, chunky size square ones. And you just sort of think, my God, and the price of them. you know. Christmas time, it's no wonder parents didn't bother forgetting, you know, would forget some of the batteries, because some of the toys they bought, they didn't realise that they needed. Yes, they knew they needed batteries, but they completely had forgotten to look at the back because they were so stressed out and see that it needed something like 6 of the big chunky batteries. That probably came to half the cost of the thing in the first place. Yeah. So, Christmas. My nan, when she came down, oh, it was fun. She used to love her baby sham and her snowballs. And she'd get tipsy. Oh, it was so funny. So funny. After the bits. So good. Father Christmas, or, well, we knew who it was. Always done at the last minute, because you go up to bed and you try and stay awake, or you set string off to the door handle so you could hear. But you could always hear it anyway, because it'd be rustle, 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 bump, rustle, 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 bump, rustle, 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 bump, because there were 3 of us. And then you'd hear, reek. Then it'd be a gasp from the coldness that shot down. And then it would be, as she walked up the stairs. And then it'd be, rustle, 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 thump. And then it'd be, row, 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 reek. I'd do it 3 times. I just put all our, you know, our stockings on the end of the bed. And they were good stockings back then. There'd be a book, you know, or a couple of books. And, you know, your orange, your Satsuma job thing, and a bit of chocolate, but not much. And then you'd have the metal puzzles. And then the sliding game things. And perhaps a pencil case, some pencils. You know, really fun stuff. Yeah. And now, people's stockings are like big, 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 big sacks. And we used to have a fairly big stocking, like a pillowcase worth. And then, if you went to my dad's, we had one of his socks. Yeah. And it was mainly filled with nuts and perhaps Satsuma. I think one time we got something completely random in it. I can't remember what it was, a tin of something or other. It's because they did it when they were pissed. They did it the night before when they were pissed. It was always be interesting as, you know, pulling things out and going, oh, can I have a nutcracker next year, Dad? Because we used to spend it every other year. 1 year with my dad and 1 year with my mum. Yeah. And of course, being a kid, you always, I'm sorry, Dad, but you always did prefer it at your mum's because you got a bigger stocking. And fewer nuts. Yes, the good old days. I've done all the E's, E squared. Yeah, well, I have now. All right, let's do some of the numbers, shall we? 2s and 9s. 2s and 9s. 2s. When you'd wake up and it would be white Christmas. And it was a white Christmas, you know. You'd sit around and you'd have the fire crackling. And you'd be stuffed after your Christmas dinner. And you'd play a few games. And then you'd get your boxes out, because we had boxes where we put all our presents in. Then we work our way through them, you know. Getting out some of the chocolate. Going getting more pop. Tizer. Mainly what we got, I think. And dandelion and burdock. I love dandelion and burdock. The old version dandelion and burdock. remember Corona. We only ever found the Corona dandelion and burdock when we went down to Cornwall on holiday in the summertime. Very strange. So the holidays of summertime reminds me of dandelion and burdock, and those. Oh, they were like little balls. They're like golden nuggets. No, it wasn't that. It was puff of rice. It had sooty on the cover of it, on the box. Puff of rice. Loved those. Absolutely loved them. Don't think they do them anymore, which is a shame. But yeah. Oh look, I've seen another two. What a surprise, eh? I hope I haven't been putting these in where 9s were as well. So I need 6s and 3s next. 3s and 6s. But I'm doing 9s first. Yeah. No. Get down now. Down. Oh, you bad girl. Yeah. So, snowball fights. Oh my God. The kids of the village would all sort of like, you know, gather for a big snowball fight. As you're walking down to school, say in January or whatever, and there's snow on the ground, and you'd have a snowball hit you on the side of your head, and you think, where the hell did that come from? Yeah. And then you realise who threw it, and you think, oh God, no, please leave me alone, just go away. And more snowballs would hit you as they targeted you. Actually, that bit wasn't so fun. Thinking about it. 6. Yeah. Is that a 6 or an 8? That's a 6. I think that's no 8. No, that has to be a 6 because 8 is pink, so it would be a pinkishy colour. It's an 8. It's a 6 now. Yeah. What's the one thing that you, or a couple of things that you remember of your childhood, which sort of really you loved, you know? Oh, coming in from when you've been outside and you're all red-cheeked, red-faced, red-eared, and then you'll sit in front of the fire, and the fire would feel really, really hot, and it would feel a bit uncomfortable. And then drinking hot chocolate. Yeah. Those were the days. And then when you wanted a biscuit, you'd have a biscuit, and it would stop at a biscuit. Yeah, God knows how we got out of that strain, you know. Nowadays we want a biscuit and I want to have the whole packet. You know, where did that come from? I think it's the sugar. Then got addicted to sugar, and so anything sugary, you just felt, ooh, yeah. We're on 3s. Oh. The old chocolate bars of our youth. Marathons, not Snickers. And other sweets, opal fruits, not Starburst. keep thinking these are 3s, but they're not. They're like those euro signs. I think I better do those euro signs next, because there's, yeah, done that. Euro sign in 7s. Let's have 7 euros, shall we? 7 and euros. I'm going to do the euros first, I think. Euro sign, not 7s. Euro signs. Oh. God, I wonder what's going to be on those forms. Oh dear. Have I done them all? Right. Trying to think what it, you know. They might turn around and say I haven't got it. I'll be very surprised, mine. But if they do say I have got it, ASD, ADHD, or one or the other, how will I feel about it? I don't know. I mean, yes, it's just a label as such, but it will answer so many things, and also, you know, to know you're not going mad. More and more adults, definitely girls, are being diagnosed later in life, and then you get some people saying, well, why are you bothering, you know, and you just sort of think, why are you bothering? You've lived with it so far long. And it's like, well, yeah, but then at the same point, you know, they can suggest some medications which actually, you know, we might actually want to try now. When you're younger, you've got energy and you've got, you know, because it is very exhausting trying to keep normal, shall we say. That's why girls are so good at masking, and then all of a sudden they just go boom. And I just want to be able to concentrate a bit better or whatever. And if it means medication, well, then it means medication. Not that I want to take medication, but I can try it and see if it helps, because it is exhausting. And then you can get a bit more help that way. There's more strategies available to you. Depending on which area you're in, that is granted, but it'll answer a lot of things and what I felt like, and hopefully put a lot of like things I thought during my childhood, you know, a process of them. Because, you know, a lot of stuff in my childhood never got processed because well, I didn't understand it. I didn't know what was going on to a certain extent, or some of it was really shit and I just didn't want to face it. But if it takes away a lot of the stuff that I didn't process and sort of box it up and tidies it away, wow. That's got to be good. I've now got all the little straggler ones around, haven't I? The ones that I missed the first. What? A's. I pull out the A's because I'm sure there was an A that I missed. Yeah. And what's it? And another one. Yes. Equals, and I need that little sign, don't I? Equals and that little sign, and R's. R's. That one. Yeah. Where am I? Whoops. All right, hold your knickers. Oh. R. Right, I've done all those. Right, we're getting to the stage where I can see which ones are left, so then I'll be able to get them all out in a minute. I'll just do R's first, and then I'll go and do them all. R. Oh. What's that one? O. R. That's a 1. Right, so now we want 5s, T's, LMN, notes, J, equals, tick, K, C, is that an O or a D? Don't think we've got an O. I think it's a D. Yes, D. And a 4. And, oh, one of those. And a boy. Go. Right, got them all. I think this way we find out I haven't got them all. But we will see. Right, we are on 5s. 1. Let's get these off the numbers. 5. Only 1 5, and I got all that out. Bloody hell. I'm just going to have to pond dive or whatever it is. Pot dive even. 5. All right, boy sign. Just one of those. N. Ooh, 2 N's. 4. Oh, God, Desi, get off here. 4. T. Merry-go-round wheel. Oh, get on there. This one. That one there. Get in. Tick. Don't think I've used these before, have I? Ticks. Must have been. Equals 2 equals. Ooh, ooh, we're getting there. Slowly cooking on gas, folks. D. I might do some more of the hair one tomorrow. D, E, J. And then, yeah, because that hair one is coming along nicely. K. I don't know. I think I might be missing one. I did J, didn't I? And I put it away. That's why. Idiot. J. And I've just... Oh, I haven't done the K one yet. K. A C and a note. Yay. Well, notes. There we go. C. Oh, and notes. And there we have it. We have done. We've done the majority of that house, haven't we? Right. So on that note, I'm going to love you and leave you. And I'm sorry my waffling was all over the place. It usually is, though, isn't it? I've got to do more things. I really have to. I've got to do more things to suss out, you know, what I'm doing, what I'm meant to be doing. But right. Yes, so here we go. I don't know. I will sort out my life somehow. Any rate, have fun, everybody. Have a good night. It's Friday night. Yeah, have a good night. And if you're going out, be careful. Don't drink too much. Or if you do drink, make sure you have some milk beforehand, or whatever milk afterwards. I always found that helpful. And some suggest a Nurofen before you go out, before you even start drinking. But I'm not sure about that one. And what other ones? If you go out and drink, Malibu and milk is amazing. Now, I know a lot of you are probably going, ugh, but don't knock it until you've tried it, because I tell you what, it is really nice. Let's face it, if you think about it on this angle, coconut milk, it's a thing, coconut milk. Well, the rum is coconut. It's Malibu, it's coconut rum. And then you add it with the milk, and I tell you what, it's the most subtlest and nicest and warmest way to get pissed. And I never had a hangover on it. Never. You know, Malibu and milk, and it had that nice sort of taste. Absolutely amazing. So give it a whirl and then see. I mean, when I worked at Pizza Hut, true story this, and we had one of our nights out where all the gang went out, and we got other people from other Pizza Huts. They came in to provide, you know, the cover, and we used to go out to other people's Pizza Huts and provide cover for them. And when we went out, lots of teams said, oh no, horrible, horrible, horrible. I said, try it. And you know what? They did. They tried it. Some even really didn't want to try it. Said, no, not going anywhere near that. And when they saw the faces of the other people saying, my God, that's weird. That's really nice. Wasn't expecting that. They tried it and they were in the same boat. So they didn't expect it either. And it was yummy, 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 yummy in their tummy. So don't knock it until you've tried it. Okay, on that note, I will, and please drink responsibly, she says. Okay, on that note, love you all. Bye.